Right behind me is the normal Stealer Brainrot base. But what if I told you there were 5 illegal bases hidden across the entire map? And inside each one of them is a Brainrot that I stole from my friend. But if he can find all 5 of them, he gets to steal any Brainrot he wants from me, including my OG Strawberry Elephant. And the first base I want to build is actually going to be a secret entrance hidden behind the spawner. But the first thing we have to do is actually make it so we can get behind there, and we have to move this wall to do it. So we're going to move it here, and it should look pretty normal. Then the next thing we have to do is just turn collision off, and now we should be able to fall right through. But the next thing we have to do is actually build a platform for our Brainrot to live, and the goal is to make it so when he zooms out his camera, you can't see it that easily, which is easier said than done, but we're gonna give it a go, and I'm gonna make it kind of big so it matches the rest of the map. Okay, we have the walls built, which means now what we have to do is clone the top and move it up like this. I mean, it's kind of noticeable though. Like, he's definitely gonna see that. So I'm gonna have to paint match it to the sky, which is definitely not gonna be the easiest thing. So I have to find a color that looks kind of similar. I mean, that's actually not bad, I'm gonna be honest. That's not terrible. Okay, and I think this is actually pretty close to what we're gonna need. Like, when you zoom out, you can barely see that. Like, that is pretty good. You can't even lie. That is pretty good. So assuming he's on the ground, you obviously cannot tell anything is weird until you walk into it. And then even if he's on his magic carpet, oh, that is so good. Oh my gosh, but that's actually so good. So I want to pick a Brainrot that is good, but not the best one. So I think that's going to have to be the Chicletaria. Now we just have to take this plot and move it to the area where we actually want to keep the Brainrot, like over here. Place it right back here. And there we go. So Chicletaria by Chicletaria, you are going to be living inside of this base right here. And oh my gosh, but this is so good. You literally can't tell until you are inside of the base. And that's only our first secret base. And that is going to be the easiest one to spot. These next ones are going to be even crazier. And for this next one, I'm actually going to make it in this empty base, like right here. But that's also going to involve some building because I want to put it underneath this base. So when you step on it, you fall right through into a secret hidden base that I build below. But first, I have to create a hole to actually house our secret base underneath it. That is a little bit too big. Hang on. Yeah, I mean, that's actually a pretty good size. So I'm going to keep the base like under here. And that should be pretty much aligned with our base across the way. Now I just have to adjust the sides of all of these so it looks legit. Because if he notices anything that's actually going on here, it's going to be pretty obvious what I'm up to. That should be good. Now we just have to make it so you can actually get into the base. I think the best way to do that is just by deleting the entrance. So now when you walk in, you just fall right into a hidden base underneath the entire Stealer Brainrot map. That's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big fan of that. Now all we do is move it over like this. And now everything looks pretty normal. Like, it's a normal Stealer Brainrot base until you obviously walk in and you fall down below. Like, this is so freaking cool, man. This is so cool. I think my only worry is that he's gonna investigate these empty bases and then he's gonna fall into it and it's gonna be way too easy. So what I actually want to do is make it so there's only a specific spot where you can fall into it. That should be good. That's enough space to where it's fair, but not to where it's gonna be super easy to actually tell. Like, you know, normal base, whatever, and boom! Secret base with a crazy hidden Brainrot. This might be my favorite base, I'm not gonna lie. And that means I need to put one of my favorite Brainrots in there. So 6-7, that is you. 6-7. I'm a grown man doing this. So I'm going to select this plot and drag it over here to where our base is. And I just have to drag this back like into the base, bring it down here, and perfect. Now our 6-7 can live in an underground bunker. Now we're going to collect you and bring you into the base. This is such a good base, and it's only the second one we're building. So 6-7, you're going to go in here, and you're probably going to be chilling in here for quite a while because I still have the 3 craziest bases left to build. And Keegan gets on in about, 30 minutes. Okay, I definitely have to pick up the pace. Now we have to build a secret base for the Legrande combination, and I think the best way to do it is to build a little teeny tiny base somewhere on the map. I have to find a good spot to do it because the last time I did one, it was super obvious and Stabby was able to find it like right over here. So I think I'm gonna actually go a different route. And what if we built like a little tiny base like in the corner of the scoreboard? Wait, that could be so cool. Hang on. So what we have to do is like this. I only want to leave like a pixel. So now we're gonna drag this down and it leaves only a little bit of space at the bottom like this. Bro, that is so clean. Can I make this even smaller? Oh my gosh, I can. Okay. Literally a single pixel in across the map. And you may be wondering, Luke, how can you get in there? So there's a secret admin command. You're going to need to enter it. I'll show you that in a little bit, but first we have to actually build the outside of the base before we can shrink it. I want this to look as close as possible to the rest of the map. So the way I'm going to do that is by extending this outwards. Like, that should be good. Then we're going to move the walls out here. Okay, so I just need a tiny little square to actually place the brain rot, because after we do this, I am going to shrink it even smaller. So we are going to place like a little box. Honestly, even this is bigger than I want it, so I'm gonna have to shrink this down in a little bit, but obviously I need to place the brain rot in here first. I also think instead I'm going to get rid of this and just place a normal bottom to it. And I have to make sure I do this super well because I do not want Keegan to steal my strawberry elephant. I'm noticing you can kind of tell that their square is like there. So what I want to do is actually match it to be the same color gray as the wall, like this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now, when you walk up to it, I mean, you could kind of tell like a little bit just off of the lighting, but you're really going to have to be looking for this. And he's going to have a time limit as well. So he's not going to have unlimited time to run across the map and try to find it. And then Legrande, you are going to get shrunk to a little teeny tiny baby brain rat. Here we go. Select this. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. The plot doesn't even fit, man. You know what? It's fine because we can select this, click scale, and we can shrink it down even smaller. Perfect. Now we're going to have to grab our Legrande and move it over to the base. And yeah, you're way too big. So we're going to select scale again, and we're going to shrink the Legrande down literally to the size where you can't even see it anymore. Like you can barely see the plot it's on, but the Legrande is missing. This text though is what I was worried about. I don't think it should really be a problem as long as he can't see through the wall. Ooh, okay. That's not good. That is definitely not good right there, because if he walks up to that, bro, I mean, you're gonna see that. Like you can even grab it through the wall, which is very, very not good. Okay, you know what? I'm wondering if there's a better way to do it. Like, hang on. What happens if I select this, move it over here, select scale, and then, oh my gosh. Yeah, this is literally perfect. Okay, now we have our platform. What I'm going to do is take this big base and we're going to shrink it down again. Okay, we'll move it over, and then we have to scale it up temporarily because the Legrande is going to have to live inside of this. Okay, so I think the best way to do it is now to select the plot again and drag it over to where we want it to go. I think by having the base cover the Legrande plot, I think it'll actually make it so it doesn't show through the wall. That's the hope, at least. Maybe this isn't going to work, and maybe he's going to find this instantly. I'm going to grab the Legrande and move it back over to the plot. Drop it right here. Okay, please tell me I can't grab it through the wall. No, I can't. Okay, that is exactly what I was hoping for. And we're going to take our base, move it across here, and we're going to shrink it down to like that size for now. We're going to drag it over. Ooh, the light could be a problem. You can tell a little bit, but you know, it's not actually that bad. There we go. Like, look how small this is. Can I even make this base even smaller? Oh my gosh, I can. Okay, that's perfect. I just have to hide it when you zoom out. And the way I'm going to do that is by cloning this, dragging it out a bit. That way it covers the top of it, and dragging it like that. And we're going to do the same thing here with the green. It's not even that bad. So we have one base on this side, which you can't even tell. Like, look at that, bro. You cannot tell that is there. And we have one on the other side. And he's getting on in like 15 minutes. And that means I only have 15 minutes to build the last two bases that also have the most important brain rots, which honestly, one of them is definitely going to be a little bit difficult. So the next base we're going to build is going to be for the Cookie and Milky. Okay, I think I know the coolest possible way to build our next base. And it is going to be actually underneath the red carpet. You may be wondering, but Luke, when you walk in the red carpet, you're just going to fall right through. Well, yes and no, because if I do it in the right way, it will only activate when I purchase a brain rot. But first, I actually have to build the system for it, which is going to take me way longer than I have. But you know what? It's worth the risk because Cookie and Milky is actually one of the most insane brain rots. Okay, you know what? I did something to it. I don't have time to figure it out. I hope he's not going to pay that much attention to why the brain rots are floating, though. Okay, the first thing I need to do is actually just move the red carpet out of the way. So you're going into the sky for a bit. Okay, what I just did is I now just created a ravine where pretty much all the brain rots that were spawning are falling through and dying. I'm going to clone the red carpet like this and drag it down. That way, any brain rots can drop down here for now and they'll just despawn over there. Don't worry about this. I'm gonna fix it. I just have to get going on this because I'm running out of time. What I also want to do is actually make it feel like the entire base is a red carpet. By doing that, I'm going to clone it over and over and over again. Here we go. Now we have a giant red carpet 2 that leads over here to the end of the map. The way we're gonna do it is we are going to then drop down the normal red carpet like so. This is the normal height of the red carpet. It looks totally normal, except for the brain rots are floating. I don't know how to fix that. I genuinely have no idea, but it's fine. But the way it's going to work is you cannot fall through the base until I buy a brain rot. So if I buy a Tim Cheese, it then opens it up to where the brain rots fall down. Technically, he can find this, but I don't think he's going to be buying too many brain rots while looking. Is this cheating? This might be cheating, but you know what? It's accessible, and that is what I'm looking for. I don't exactly know how it works, but I think I just have to buy another one, and then it'll make it normal again. There he goes. Perfect. Okay, so the way to toggle it on and off is just by placing brain rots down. And then Cookie and Milky is going to live underneath the base. To activate it, hang on. And we fall through. The brain rats should just go over there. I don't want them to get stuck on it is my only thing. And place it there. And okay, yeah, the brain rats still move through. And as long as I can't see the cookie and milky from underneath it, I think that is actually perfect. Yeah, I can't grab it. I can't see it at all. But there is only 6 minutes. Wait, I have 6 minutes to do this last base. Okay, this is not good because this is actually a pretty complicated one. Even more complicated than the red carpet. So for the meowl, you have to hide somewhere actually crazy because it makes 275 millisecond. And what I had in mind was building a base underneath the spin wheel that only activates when you spin the wheel. Is that a good idea? I mean, I don't think he's gonna spin the wheel. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, that leaves a secret gap with the wheel. I'm gonna leave this little bit open here for now. This one's gonna be a little bit messy, but I don't have time. I can't make this perfect. Move it up, and it's gonna be something similar. Like you're gonna be able to collide with it until you spin the wheel, and then you'll fall right through and find it. And down you go. And I'm gonna put the meowl down there just so I can test this out before it's actually completed. Place it there. Meowl, perfect. And I mean, that looks pretty good. It's pretty far down there. Okay, so that is good. Now I just have to actually build the system in order for it to actually work. That's gonna take me a few minutes, and Keegan is logging on in like, according to my watch that I'm not wearing, like 3 minutes. I have 3 minutes to finish this, bro. Okay, so I closed it off, and it looks very, very normal. So if I spin the wheel, I fall right through. Oh my gosh, that is perfect. I do see a tiny little gap here at the bottom, though, right on the side. If I fix that, that's honestly, it might mess it up. So he's just gonna have to try to not to notice that. That's not gonna be good. But I don't have time to fix it because I have to make sure everything else is working properly. So our base in here, Chicletaria, you are chilling, and you actually cannot see this, bro. That is so good. Our red carpet one we know is working. Our tiny little base. Now I'm gonna show you how it actually works. So I put in a tiny little admin command, and now I'm a tiny little guy. Well, honestly, you're just gonna take my word for it because Keegan is gonna get on any second now. I also hope he doesn't go under the map because that would be super sus. Why are you there? Hang on, move you over like this. There you go. And then with the rest of it, honestly, it should be fine. I just hope he doesn't fly around too much because he's definitely gonna notice that. Okay, what I'm actually gonna do really quick is just move this. If he does find this single base, I don't want it to reveal the red carpet base that I have right underneath it. Like that, I mean, this is gonna be the easiest one for him to find. The light is gonna bother me. I genuinely cannot fix this. Now, if we go really small, we can access the base. Okay, and our timer's up, so Keegan is joining any second now. I really hope we did a good enough job. Yo, Keegan.
Luke, where are my brain rots? What is going on?
I stole them.
What? You can't steal my brain rots. Give them back.
Well, you can have them back if you can find them because I hid them across the entire map, and you have 10 minutes. If you can find all of them, they're yours. But your timer started, so you better get going.
Are you kidding me? Okay, 10 minutes. Okay, we got this. We got this. In the Christmas tree? Under the Christmas tree?
Yo, listen, I'm gonna be honest. You're not gonna find these, like, because there's 5 bases, and they're actually crazy.
What is this then?
Oh no, no.
Why is this?
That's an update.
I see a glow. Wait, I can see inside.
No, don't go in there. Sammy's gonna get mad.
I won't go in. I'll go around.
Stop.
Why? What is this? How is it so tiny? Oh my gosh. Okay, this is kind of cute.
Yeah. That's your La Grande. I didn't think you were gonna find that one yet.
Okay, so I get that one back?
Yeah, you get that one back.
Okay, that was easy. And what happens if I find all 5 of them?
Well, first of all, you're not gonna find all 5 of them. Second of all, you would get to steal my OG strawberry elephant.
So if I find all 5 of them, I get your OG strawberry elephant.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest, it's just not gonna happen. Like, you're not gonna get all of them back.
Don't question my intelligence.
What are you doing? Why are you walking to this empty base?
I don't know, because there's gonna be a freaking... Watch this. This is a secret ladder, actually. I already know it.
A secret ladder. Yeah. I don't think so. And you now have 9 minutes.
Okay, so if you put something on that side of the map, then it only makes sense that you would put something over here.
Nope. I'm not that dumb.
You are dumb, though.
I am not dumb, bro. You got your brain rot stolen. Yeah, you jump on the like the game side, man. You're definitely gonna find it.
I am gonna find it.
Oh my god, you walked right by it.
Up here? Whoa! What? Wait, what? You can do this?
Yo, no, that's mine. That's not yours, actually. That's
Chicletaria, Bicycletaria. Base number 2, I found it easily.
Fine. Guys, I'm muted right now. He's still looking, but I am so happy he didn't find the red carpet hidden underneath it because you can see the tiniest bit. That would actually be so bad. Keegan, you have about 7 minutes-ish left.
7 minutes left? Oh my gosh.
All right, you're a grown man, bro. You are a grown man.
Excuse me, sir. Do you know where my brain rots got taken to?
That's an NPC. He can't talk.
Okay, well, actually, NPCs can't talk. It just has to be coded into the game.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. The timer's ticking down. You're not gonna find it. Those were the 2 easiest ones.
Were they really?
Yeah, that's why the cheapest brain rots.
Oh gosh, maybe there's an invisible wall over here.
Yeah, for sure. I'm stupid enough to build an invisible wall.
Wait, what if you left more stuff in here?
Yeah, I definitely left 2 brain rots in the same spot.
Well, there could have been an extra secret in the secret area.
Okay, I'm muted. There actually is if he looked closely, but he's a moron, so he can't see it. Yo, that's not how you use a ladder.
The game is bugged.
You're messing around. Your timer is at like 5 minutes. You just wasted 2 minutes, man. man.
I'm trying my best. Oh gosh. Santa, tell me where from Christmas. I want my brain rots back. Please tell me where they are.
Yo, you're talking to fake Sammy Santa, and your timer is taking you 4 minutes now.
Stop.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Oh, he walked right by. Okay, perfect.
Did I walk through this?
No, that's a misclick. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, really? Because I've been playing this game and I've never witnessed a base I can walk through. There's got to be something in here. Whoa!
Yo!
What? Wait, what?
Yo.
My 6-7.
Bro, you just broke into 6-7's home. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm getting back to work. I got 2 more. Wait, is it 2 more, right?
Yeah, you have 2 more, and you have 2 more minutes.
No! Okay, that's fine. I got this. Have you seen this? Have they always been like this?
Oh.
Do you see that?
What? Like how New Beanie's like super handsome?
No, it's floating. It's not touching the ground.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I did notice that.
Wait, the PP Kiwi too.
Yeah, it's a visual bug.
All right, I'm gonna buy the Flurry Flora.
No, don't buy the flurry. Okay.
What the heck just happened?
Okay.
Wait, what?
I think we just discovered something crazy.
I just discovered my cookie and milky that you stole from me.
No, I wanted this one. Ooh, 5.7 trillion though. I will collect that. You're stuck in here, by the way. So, ow.
No, I'm not.
You have about, according to my watch that I don't have, about 1 minute.
I don't know where. I don't know. This chair looks awfully suspicious.
Really?
I can't see anything. Is it in here? What is in here? Wait, what is that?
What is what?
Is that my meow? No. How do I get in? I can't go down.
Oh, no, that's not me. That's not your meow. That's like you get that from the wheel.
I can see the text. It says meow. It's underneath the freaking thing.
I mean, maybe, perhaps, 40 seconds.
How do you get down? Sir, do I have to, maybe I have to buy my way in?
Yo, why are you talking? He can't speak.
I sell the keys. There are keys.
Yeah, there's for sure a key. Okay, I'm muted. I just gave him the biggest hint and he's literally having a breakdown. 10, 9.
Come on! I can't get down!
5, 4, 3, 1. You failed. Ow, don't hit me. Okay, I will tell you how to activate it. You wait right there while I spin the wheel.
What?
What? And your meow is coming to my base. But honestly, you failed, so I keep this and the strawberry elephant. Nice try, though.
You're the worst friend ever.
Subscribe.